Hello, my name is Natalie Cottrell, and I'm a senior genealogist at Progenealogist, Ancestry.com's official research firm. Today, we're going to examine a 1930 census record. Census records are rich sources of genealogical information, and we're going to read this 1930 census record carefully with the goal of discovering what clues we can deduce from it and what kinds of records we can look at next. We're going to look at Adam Hinkle, who lives in Huntington Township, Ross County, Ohio. Adam Hinkle is the second family on this census record, and I'm going to bet that many of you can read the basic information on a census record, so we're just going to dig right in and see what more we can learn about Adam and his family. So I like to keep track when I'm analyzing a record, either in longhand on paper or just in a word processor, some of the stuff that I'm learning about the family. In Adam's case, he was 64 years old and born in Ohio, with both of his parents, his father and mother, born in Germany. So what that tells us, we can start now to build his skeletal family. His father was born in Germany. His mother was born in Germany, and then Adam, since he was 64 years old, was born in 1866 in Ohio. And we look at the rest of his family. He has a wife, Matilda, two sons, William and Edgar, and a daughter, Viola. In Bingo, he has a brother named Charles. And Charles was 69 years old, and he was also born in Ohio. So that's great information. We're going to add that to our skeletal Hinkle family. Born in 1861 in Ohio. Okay, so with this information, with two boys, Adam and Charles, born just before the 1870 census, that would be the next record I would search, the 1870 census of Ohio. And the reason that I would do that is that the 1870 census is one of the first censuses where both Adam and Charles are going to be with their parents, and Charles should be about 9 years old and Adam 4. And by the time the 1880 census rolls around, they could both be out of the household, of their parents' household, but I'm going to write that down as a possible next step to study too, as the 1880 census. But the 1870 census will be great because that's where they'll be living, with their parents. The next thing that we can glean from this 1930 census is that Adam and Matilda were married when Adam was 36 years old and Matilda was 21. There appears to be a 15-year age difference according to the marriage ages, but we see that also reflected in their ages, their current ages, so we'd think that that's pretty consistent information. So that gives us a clue, that information gives us a clue about when Adam and Matilda married. So if we just take our handy-dandy calculator, and we put down 1866 as Adam's birth year, and then we add 36, then it looks like they were probably married about 1902. So one of my next steps would be to search for the marriage of Adam Hinkle to Matilda about 1902 in Ohio. And I'm suggesting Ohio simply because Adam and Matilda were married there or born there, and their children were also born there as well. So we know that Adam, as you can see from this occupation column here, worked as a farmer, and when we look at his home data, that he owned $2,000 worth of real estate. So one of the next steps that we can do is search Ross County, Ohio land records. These land records could help us, find out when Adam and Matilda moved into the county. They could also give us a clue as to Adam's parents' names in case Adam inherited or purchased land from his father. And that often happened in farming communities. One of the other pieces of information that come from the 1930 census is just information on veteran status. We wouldn't imagine that Adam and his brother Charles would have served in the military due to their ages. And when we look at this column over here, that's what we see, that neither one of them served. But aside from giving us the names of his children, this 1930 census has been very helpful in giving us many other clues. And now we have a list of records that we can search next in order to learn about Adam Hinkle, including marriage, land, and earlier census records. Thank you so much for watching.